Okay, so I'm a huge Fairly Oddparents fan. I watch it whenever I'm able to. Lately, however, I've been really busy with life, so I missed a lot of the new episodes in Season 5. Once the box set came out, I tried to buy it, but unfortunately though, I didn't have enough money to buy it, due to the lack of funds. One of my friends was also a huge fan of the show as well, and he had let me borrow his copy of the set so I could see the episodes that I had missed. When I first picked up the copy, I faintly noticed that the Nickelodeon logo was missing off of the front cover. I didn't let it process into my mind as I picked up the set. Over the coming weeks, I slowly watched the episodes whenever I could. Whenever I was about to finish it, I noticed something odd. There is an episode 21. Now, the one thing I do know is that all the seasons, including this one, ended in at least 20 episodes. The 21st episode was entitled Sweet Revenge. I googled the episode up, however with no results found. So as you can expect, I put the episode on. And this is where things got weird. The episode began in near crystal quality, almost better than the others. It's mostly the same as the others. Timmy wakes up, he greets his fairies, etc, etc. About a minute into it was when he gets out of his room and walks downstairs. After about 5 minutes after that, his dad walks in through the front door with a blood-stained machete in his hand. Timmy, about as terrified as I was at this point, screams, "Dad! What have you done?" His dad mumbles something, but you can barely hear him making out anything except for the constant Dinkelberg. My mind was too freaked out to process that. His dad walked normally, but with that evilly successful smile on his face. And then down to the living room to the kitchen where he wipes off the knife and stores it as if nothing ever happened. My mind wanted to stop, but I kept going. Right about here is where I totally blacked out. The next scene was Timmy playing in his room, with the expression like he had just seen a ghost kill someone. The camera shot switches to an angled shot where you can see out of the door, and you can vaguely see the form of his dad walking up the hallway with the machete in hand. Cosmo instantly warns Timmy and they try to prove away, but Timmy's dad frantically tries to get him and throws a knife at Timmy, horribly missing and gouging out Cosmo's eye. Cosmo lets out a throat-shedding scream and blood pours out everywhere. Wanda, thinking Cosmo would teleport himself, teleports away, not knowing what happened to Cosmo. Timmy, being teleported into a metro area, tries to go to a telephone and call the police. When he picks up the payphone, he instantly hears a voice. It's his dad's voice. Scared, he closes his eyes and tries to wake himself up if it was in a dream. But before he knows it, he wasn't able to say anything. It seems as though his eyes were melting. After that, he wakes up in his bed as if nothing had ever happened. His very godparents aren't there to greet him, however. You can hear the sounds of Wanda's crying. When Timmy looks over to Wanda, he can see she's crying about. The machete was still in Cosmo's skull with the eye gouged out, blood oozing out still, on the other side of the floor. Timmy looks outside and sees some of his neighbors impaled in the street in a giant spike. Timmy's eyes turn bloodshot red and a binary code flashes on the screen, and the ending credits show. I hastily looked up the binary code and it translated to, "He was first, you are next. When you see the red light, your life will be over." I was completely scared out of my mind. Later that day, I read that a lunatic had impaled 3 people. I was so scared that my brains almost stopped working. The next day, my parents literally forced me to go to school. And when I was there, I closed my eyes, almost in a fetal position. And that's when I saw this bright flash of a red light. I was so scared that I almost shat myself. When I opened my eyes, I saw the friend who sold me the tape almost killing himself with laughter. And that, my little shadows, was Fairly Oddparents' lost episode, Sweet Revenge. A Fairly Oddparents lost episode creepypasta. My final thoughts on the story? I don't... Okay. I want to like the story. I want to like it. I really, genuinely want to like this as much as I can. But I can't. I can't like the story. Okay, for one, alright. The whole thing with, the person trying to find a DVD in episode 21, I mean, that's kind of been done before. There's also where this is where, there's a lot of inconsistencies with the story. Apparently, the author says, right about here is when I totally blacked out. Well, if you blacked out at that point, how in the world did you manage to see the rest of the episode? I mean, that's obviously something that wouldn't happen. And of course, the demonic card. Let's be honest here, people. It hasn't worked then, and it will never work. I mean, unless you really put effort into making it. But still, I mean, his dad being outcasted by a demonic voice, and then Timmy's eyes turning into a devil's pentagram, whatever the fudging hell that honestly is inside of his eyeballs, it doesn't work. Like, why? And then the ending. The ending where a lunatic killed 3 people. Okay, where exactly did you find that out? And how? And why is that even correlating to the episode? It doesn't make any freaking sense. It just doesn't. I mean, the ending, too, with, I don't know, the kid killing himself with laughter. I don't know what it means. It doesn't explain anything properly. My gosh, this story was not good. It was not good whatsoever. There were inconsistencies with the story. The creepiness was not really there. The only thing I can really give the story that was actually good was the fact that Timmy's dad finally managed to get revenge on Dingleberg, even though we all know Dingleberg is not a bad person. Why Timmy's dad actually hates him, I will never truly understand. Even the show that had the episode that claimed to explain why Timmy's dad thought, that Dingleberg was evil was just... why? It was not a good episode, to be honest. And this one was not a good creepypasta. I did not care for this whatsoever. But like I always say, this is simply my own personal opinion, and if you disagree with it, that's perfectly fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions in regards to these creepypastas, and this is simply my own personal thoughts. My final rating of the story? I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10. Not a great story, boring, not scary whatsoever, just flat. Very, very flat, boring, and completely unnecessary with the gore and everything, and the demonic card being played in all of it. It's a very forgettable story. Why this story became popular, I don't know. But, you know what? To each their own, I guess. What did you guys think about this creepypasta? Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys not? Also, what would you have done to help make the story a lot better? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Anyway, I'm the Shadow Reader. Thanks again for watching today's episode. And like always, roll the outro because I'm out. In fear and surprise as your eyes widen, your mouth goes dry with each battered breath. You try to scream, your mind begs to leave, glued to your computer screen. The killers they slash, the tapes burn and crash. The cartridge you bought will be your final haunt. The rituals of hate will seal your fate. The tears you shed will be from the fear-gripping, horror-driven, nightmarish, gore-filled, terrorizing, hateful, burning, violent, rage-inducing, knife-slashing, blood-splattering, silent screams. Only time will tell if you will escape this online hell. Your horror-filled obsessions will come with its own regressions. Your pathetic screams will not be heeded in any way, because your nightmares will come at any day.